Welcome back to Anno 1800. I know you would want me to play Anno 117. I would also want to play Anno 117. If you missed it, don't hesitate to check on my channel for the gameplay reveal of Anno 117. But no, more seriously, we continue with our latest Anno 1800 series where we have the New Horizon mod. This New Horizon mod is going to open Asia, and that's actually what we're gonna do in a second. Before, I just want to recap that in the last episode, we basically started to make airships. You can see over here, and with those airships we are transporting mail between especially our Manola island over here in the new world and our main Conqueror island in the old world. So with this we have local mail and overseas mail, and yeah, we've been able to do all of the production in the new world. That's really cool. And if we go back to actually not number 1, number 3, sorry, in Conqueror, right, we have really done a lot here. We've done even the tourists. My tourists over here are getting a lot of things. They just want a bit more attractiveness. We'll get there soon. But more importantly, we have our engineers here. They are really content. They're ready to be upgraded. So we're gonna do that. Let's get started. We're gonna put these guys here. Let's go. You're gonna be my first investors just in front of the bank. I think that makes sense. That makes sense. So it is, we have a new status, the metropolis. We have unlocked, right, some new productions, starting with the World Fair. The Palace too is gonna be really good. The champagne, cigars that we had already started, chocolate in the old world. Oh, this is a completely new one, the caviar crackers. That requires things from Orai. This is the new region in Asia, so we're gonna want to go there in a second. All right, before, let's do a quick check over here to see that, yes, we can see we have those productions there. They're gonna want some cigar, they're gonna want more coffee. This new production over here, we're gonna give them local mail and overseas mail. We may want to give them fur if possible. And here we have some perfume, some fans, and some film rims. So we'll probably want to increase those productions too. And as you can see, while we can of course also go to skyscraper, right? That's nothing new. There is one more upgrade that is possible. This is gonna be a completely new tier of population, but to get there we need to get to the land in Asia. But this is a victory for our glorious queen. This treaty to end the act of piracy from the Eastern Throne against our national trade routes. Concessionary settlement region granted as reparation. We are to take control of a city. Where are you? Maybe this because I started the World Fair and now they are all confused. It's gonna take me a couple of people, some cement, some timber, but yeah, let's do it for sure. That's gonna make my tourist happier, etc. So it's a non-regret move. We may want to also start on the contract, and we definitely want to start on the palace. Let's go. I see they are not in range here. We're gonna put another one of these here. Okay, good stuff. So with this we have unlocked some wings. Now if you don't have access to this, it may be because you don't have the DLC for it, and don't worry, it is totally fine if you don't. But with it we're gonna be able to have a couple of different departments, both on this island but also on any of the other islands in the old world. If I can find it over here, palace, we can make a local department, right? I think we're just missing, no, let's do this. We're just missing some of the resources, unfortunately, in the old world. But yeah, you can place it also in other cities in the old world, not just on your capital, but you can only have one palace. In all the other cities, you'll have a local department. And the local department can only have one department versus the palace has all 5, right? Which always give you some bonuses. For example, this one plus 50 island workforce per town hall, plus a policy. These policies, some of them are unlocked right away, some of them will require higher attractiveness to be unlocked, right? So for example, 30% reduced need for all food, that's pretty cool, right? We have over here +1 rewards or +10 influence per module. That is really good, so that we can have a bigger museum. Extra good for farms or extra good for the heavy factories. The heavy factories are definitely harder, so let's take this one. Welfare, we have nothing unlocked, unfortunately. We need higher attractiveness, and same here. And for the first one, I'm gonna go with the reduced needs for now. Okay, now if you press space to go to the world map, you will see one more region over here, Orai. You can click on it and we will have directly access to it.
More than ever, there are challenges to be faced in this era. What the people need right now is a confident, steadfast leader. And you can help us convey that message. You could make some real money trading in this volatile market. But you'd have to be careful. Don't disappoint us.
You're playing with fire. Take care you don't get burned.
You know not with whom you meddle. Leave if you value your life, else all shall burn. We are the Firebringers.
We have arrived to Orai. We have James Goodwill that welcomes us. More importantly, we see that many of the enemies or AI enemies are already here. But yeah, a dynasty in distress, New Horizon, and we saw the P4ians were there too, right? So that's gonna be a challenge for sure. We can click on a boat somewhere over here. I think we basically just need to sand a boat first and foremost. So let's go back here, see where do we have. I guess sand one of these probably to be very fast. All right. Then we may want to send a couple of these guys to Orai too. And let's actually fill these with resources. All right, let's go. You're gonna be full of that. And you can be full of more resources. I think it's actually using different resources than the one we have, but you never know. So let's send them all to Orai. We're gonna send even more and I'll see you as soon as we arrive. As expected, my colibri is the first one to arrive. So where is the boat? Over here. Okay, that should be pretty close. Let's go for it. I see there is also a mission here. There is Princess Queen. Okay, there is also Beryl, right, as multiple island. We can see that this one is unsettled, so that's great. I see a big fleet here of James Goodwill. Okay, and this one is also unsettled. Okay, great. Okay, so we have a new, harbor. I think this is James Goodwill. Yes, it is, and he offers us one ship, Grace. So now this is ours. A bit of resources to create one island. They don't actually tell us where, and I see those two at the bottom. I mean, I think that's no regret move. We're gonna keep the Calibri going, trying to find anything else. We will probably find the pirates at some point, but that's life, as they say. Okay. Let's accelerate the time quickly. And by the way, let's take a moment to appreciate that, yeah, they added a whole new region, and you're gonna see that those whole new region, they're gonna have, a lot of new assets, like those trees, definitely new. There's these things here, abandoned ruins that we're gonna discover, and of course, tons of new productions that I'm excited to look at. Even all of these fertilities, right? We have the rice, the ume, the pepper, the tea, mulberry. We have stone, iridium deposit, and kaolin deposit. All new. This one unfortunately doesn't have what it takes to, get another trade post, but that's okay. We're gonna go as quickly as possible over here. We're going, actually, this one can come here, and you can go here. Like, let's try to get as many islands as possible quickly, right? Before the enemy takes more on. In particular, let's check our fertilities. Right? This has new fertilities like the hemp and the bee abundance. Okay. This has access also to the soy one. Anything here that is new? No, nothing new on that one. But still looks like a pretty cool island, especially for the mines. We're gonna take it too, you know. I mean, the goal is to, as I said, take a few. We are not actually very high because each of these is costing me influence, right? So that is not great, but that is live. That is live. Let's take all of these resources. Oh, we are attacked. Oh, we're dead. That was quick. That was quick. So over here, this fireball mortar killed us pretty quickly. Look at this beautiful asset. Wow. But yeah, we lost our ship pretty quickly. And clearly we're not gonna want to go over here. We're gonna try to stay more towards the bottom. Is there any other island hidden there? No, I don't think so. Oh, there is a small one there. Sorry, my bad. I missed it. So yeah, let's just take those 4 or 5 islands that are over here. Actually, we're gonna be out of influence anyway until I get more influence, potentially with a few more investors, right? Okay, so we started to place a couple of buildings, and as you can see, this is all new asset. We have these residences over here, super cool. The market, it's the same in terms of functionality, but definitely looks totally different. Love it. And yeah, we've unlocked our first production over here, the Oshi Sushi. This will require rice, algae, and earring, fish basically, right? So I've placed over here 2 of these algae farms, and on this side 2 fisheries. Now we need also the cookhouse Oshi Sushi, and we're gonna have the rice farm. Now when I did this, I was offered this tutorial over here of the season. Click on it, you can see monsoons are harsh. They stop all your production. The next monsoon is only a matter of time, so start preparing. Okay, so build 4 farms, basically to have enough of these in reserves. Now, I think what we're gonna do though is we will do a couple of things. One is we're gonna slow down because I'm playing in high speed right now. We are going to start connecting all of these buildings by road. Okay. Before, we put farms here and block them basically. And I guess this is easy to connect this ruin. Now to actually excavate this ruin, we're gonna need to take 15 minutes and 100 of workforce of this level 1. We're not gonna do it right away. What we will do though is start making a lot of rice with this farm here. Okay. We may want also to put a fire station. And as always, we're gonna need, to put some fields, 128 to be precise over here. So let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. Okay, covering all of these small pieces. And same for number 2. Let's go. And then number 3. Not sure why it's telling me to build a depot. I mean, we've definitely built a couple of depots already. But I think it's fine. Let's build one on this. Maybe I just reorganize this slightly here and put a depot. Oh, that is a pretty big building. My bad. My bad. Okay, we're gonna need to reorganize a bit more. So we place a depot here. Should be happy now. Is that not a depot? No, that's not a depot. A depot is something else. What is a depot? I'll see in a second. Let me just finish this. The depot is this one in the harbor that's going to increase the storage, and it makes sense for the stories. They are basically telling you need to make reserves of rice, right, for the monsoon, but this requires 250 of these people, so we need to increase by a lot ASAP if we want that to happen. So let's double that up on the other side to start. We do have more resources, so it's fine, we deliver them and build. Okay, we can check if we're producing enough with that, and that seems to be enough, not a problem. And yeah, if we look at our people, that's gonna be number 1. Number 2 is tea. Number 3 is conical hat. We haven't unlocked any of these. There is one happiness element over here, and the second is locked. Now to be able though to do the second, we're gonna need to bring sugarcane. I'm definitely making a lot of sugarcane. Oh, and look at this. This is a strange shape, and love this asset. Definitely looks like a fermentation plant. 1 is enough, okay. But we do need probably 1 or 2 of these. And that seems to be again a farm of some sort. So let's see. Well, we're gonna continue our road over here. All the way here. Okay. Around. And there we have some clay. Okay. Coolio. So let's build 1 of these and farm on each side. Let's go 144. That's fine. That's fine. That way we can try to cover this space. Beautiful trees, it seems. Nice. Love it. Love it. Can't believe after so long we are finally actually playing New Horizon in this new Asian inspired region. Okay. I'll make a second one, and by the way, what is that? Dry season. Yes, so in dry season we are able to actually produce. So that's great. Okay, so that's good. That should hopefully help us get soon to 250. Still not there. How many people are we talking with this? Talking about 2 more. And lifestyle, what can we give? Street food, I haven't unlocked that yet. We could send some sewing machine, some wood veneers, some wool. Okay, a lot of different things here. And then potentially also some spices, okay, which I can make in the new world actually. Durian fruits, I love that. Okay, so that's a lot of different things. We said though we need to start sending first some sugarcane. The good thing is it's not a lot. Same for spice, it's not a lot, and wood veneers. So with this we need to get 100 tons of rice, and we're almost there, as you can see, 99. I have also continued to expand. Yes, he's happy. We have continued to expand with more population and also new production over here, the tea workshop. We're gonna create some tea out of tea herbs. Unfortunately, I don't have the fertility on this island over here. I do have it though on this small island just next door. So I sent a ship with a bit of wood and steel beams. We built 2 depots, right, and just a couple of warehouses and a few of these tea farms. Note this is 168 fields, so that's quite a lot. But yeah, with this we've started to make, you know, some tea herbs. I have this guy over here that is delivering those tea herbs, so we should be starting over here my first production of tea, which should also bring, here it is, some more people, 2 to be precise, some coins, and hopefully help us unlock the last one, the conical hats. I don't think we have received yet any of the sugarcane, but I did start, you know, here it is. We have one ship that is taking some sewing machines, some sugar cane, some wood veneers, some spices, and some wool, all from Manola, because all of these we can make from Manola. The only one we're not actually making from Manola is the wool, so I'm sending wool from the old world to Manola. That way this is just one ship. We can check actually, yeah, here it is. This ship is full of stuff. The only question is where is it? So if you don't know, what you can do is press Ctrl and then click on it, and it will show you where that ship is. So here it is. I think it's actually, no, that's not the ship. So where is it? Maybe it just arrived, or is it on its way? Yeah, here it is. It's on its way there. Okay, the one that you're seeing coming now is one that comes from Archie. That's just buying, you know, typical timber, bricks and steel beams, and then delivering them to this island here to help with the future. But yeah, have we unlocked now already? Yeah, it is. We've unlocked a few new things. The police stations, we're gonna want to build some. We have also the temple. It was pretty big building, as you can see, but let's definitely build one on each side. Make it completely... but this requires something we don't have yet, right? A new resource. This is the clay plaster. It's going to take some clay, but it's also going to take some bamboo to then make this. So it's the equivalent of bricks, right? But from this region. So let's get started with that. I remember we had some clay over here, so let's go. Do we actually we have two. There is another one somewhere. Well, that's pretty far. Let's start with that one for now. Okay, so we're gonna build that here. We don't need another depot. We may want to boost that production, and yeah, I had put the plus 50 here on the rice to get us to 100 of rice, but right now we don't need it anymore, so it's fine. Okay, so yeah, we have this first one. We're gonna want the clay production and bamboo close by. So this requires trees, so let's see if I can fit one here. Yeah, seems fine. Okay, so that is good. I haven't checked, so this is 1 minute, this is 30 seconds, and this is 30 seconds, so we can have two of these. Alright, can double check it, but I think we're good. So that's gonna produce two. We're using two, and yeah, we're making three here because I remember we have made plus 50%. Okay, perfect. So that should get us started on this clay plaster, which will be required to build those two things here. What else? We have unlocked the street food stand. We actually have multiple. We have the grill, we have the steamer stand, and in the future we're gonna have the noodle one and the dessert stand. So this is similar to the restaurant, I'm guessing, of the tourists. Last but not least, we have the conical hat maker. So this also requires this resource, but we can, you know, plan it. This requires also hemp that we do have on this island, so that's great. And a bit more of bamboo. Okay, we're gonna put one bamboo here. We're gonna put that there. And the hemp production close by. Oh, the newspaper. Always good to keep this a bit down. Yep, okay. So let's see, we're talking about 30 seconds. So 1 to 1 here, 1 to 1, and we're gonna need two of these. Okay, so I may want to actually put them somewhere else with the rest of my farms. Like here. Okay, and then one warehouse. Okay, what happened here? I don't know. We can close this piece here. Let's go. This is 96 fields, so it's not too bad. Done. Oh, we are now on the monsoon, so these are not gonna work anymore. You can see this is shutting down completely. Similarly for these others, so we may have a bit of problem for a while, because I don't think we made a lot of reserves of some of those other production. And we're talking about a fairly long time, 30 minutes, right? So you may want to go to the fast, may want to start, working on another region at this point. But in our case, I think we're very close to be to have enough. We need 8, we have 4 for this. I want to show you this. That's going to help with the happiness over here. And for the hats, yeah, I remember here, I forgot the road. My bad. Let's actually place the road on this side. We can rotate here. Good. So yeah, I'm gonna need a bit more of this clay production, right? To create all of these productions, and I'll see you in a minute. And it is, ladies and gents, only 40 seconds left with the monsoon, and we have survived. We still have a bit of reserves of sushi, a bit of reserves of umeshu, and definitely quite a bit of tea. And I have been able to build, all of these buildings. So we have over here police station. Look at this, beautiful buildings, beautiful. A temple here. We actually have 2, 1 on each side. Love it. And yeah, we're back on the dry season. And so hopefully these 2 buildings here, the linen mill that's gonna transform hemp into linen, and then take this linen and bamboo into a conical hat is gonna start, because we do have, those 2, where are they? Here. Those 2 hemp cultivation happening, right? So that should enable us to not only have all happiness covered over here, but also have all of these normal needs covered. So let's see that in a second. I also see there is something happening there. So let's check it out. It's just a basic mission, okay, of her. So no, we're not gonna do it right now. We're friends with her, it's fine, not a problem. But while I have my ship here, let's see if there are any other islands. There is one over here, and then maybe we send the ships on this side. But we're gonna stay definitely as close as possible, or as far as possible, from these battle cruiser of the P4. And there's, oof, that is scary. Oh, we're under attack. Okay, we probably won already. I'm not at war with anyone, alright? Remember, these are those ships that can attack anybody. But yeah, all good there, all good there. So let's see in a sec. And it is a first tier of population in Asia, in Orai already for upgrade. So let's go, let's upgrade the first one. You may have seen, by the way, it does take also this clay, right? There's clay plasters, and we have the Age of Restoration with those, houses that are definitely way bigger and look pretty cool. Love it, love it. And of course, we have also a lot of new productions: the kimonos, the roast duck, the bathhouse, the kotos just for the normal, needs. Happiness also, we have the porcelain, the sake, the garden, and yeah, in the lifestyle need also, they need many new things, There is on top of this the foreign trading company. That is a whole new concept, right? So we're gonna need to discover this, but I think we can do that in the next episode. We have been able, to get to this region. We have started a small settlement over here. We've started also a second one over here just for the tea, right? The tea herbs, because we didn't have that fertility. We've also started to bring a couple of resources from the old world and done quite a few new production. The only one we didn't do actually from, this first tier of population is the street food. So we may want to do that in the next episode. And for sure, what we will want to do is for the paved road, we need a quarry for stone blocks. We have the crop warehouse. We have these new productions. We have the foreign trading company and much more. So I hope you're excited, ladies and gents. Smash like button. Tell me if you have any questions, comments, and I hope to see you next time.